What's this? What's this? Something different. Something different going on here. Hi. How are we doing? How are we doing, guys? I said I was going to do new model reveal soon. Yeah, we'll just do it now. Hi. I picked up the HAKUHANA customizable Live2D earlier, and so I've been playing around with them. And yeah, work in progress, but we got a bit of a glow up. We got a bit of a glow up. We're not chibi anymore. We can go back to being chibi if we want to, but yeah, I am slugbaxing. But yes, welcome back to Real Face of a Vtuber. I'm playing this instead of Ace Attorney because my voice still ain't up to Ace Attorney. Also, hello Feely, hello Jay. Why a scar? Because the ocean is a very dangerous place for a little sea slug. Yeah. It's a very easy place to get attacked and, like, stuff trying to eat you. Thankfully, I'm extremely poisonous, so stuff doesn't normally get too far along with that. So, when we left off... Hi, Hades, how you doing? Hehe. It's a work in progress. There's still some tweaks to be made. It's moved you. Yeah. Yeah. I've had a haircut. Since that bowl cut, I went onto some high volume shampoo, and I don't know what happened, but why is my avatar different? Because I bought a new one. That's the simplest way to put it, to be fair. Let's pop a lozenge in. So yeah, we're playing this tonight instead of Ace Attorney because I'm still not well enough to play Ace Attorney, so it's really taxing on my throat, and I haven't been able to speak at work at all today. I've been saving my voice for stream, and honestly, next week we're probably good for it. All right, next week we're probably okay for it. This week, not so much. So I thought, you know what, we'll put this on instead, and this should be, you know, a reasonable alternative. But also, I kind of wanted to go back to this anyway. So when we left off, we had these, I think it was these three all claiming that they are the streamer. They can't be the murderer, right? Where's my beard? As I said, work in progress. Work in progress, all right? We might find a beard toggle. I think there was one for some stubble somewhere. Yeah, I'm kind of slightly grizzled with this scar and these piercings. I went down a bad road. I fell in with a bad crowd. I fell in with the nudie branks, and they were just like, yeah. He meant it as a joke. I mean, to be fair, you know, my luxuriant beard would be something to transfer into my model, right? Anyway, let's jump in. So where were we? Lobby Chapter 2. So we can summon someone and go to court. We can accuse someone. Not yet. We can chat, or we can speak to Hoss. Alright. Let's see. Is something the matter? Okay. I'm sorry, what? Flirt? Emily, you free after work today? When am I not free? Just tell me what you need me to do. Want to grab a drink together? Eh? Where'd that come from all of a sudden? You've just been helping so much with the case, I thought I'd buy you a drink. Unless you feel awkward about it. No, awkward drinks are good. Where do you want to go? I'm good with anywhere. Great, I've got the house to myself tonight. Huh? This is a good day for me, you know. Justin? So what do you think? Should I play the good cop? Good cop? What do you mean? I mean, if I'm a little flirty with these girls, maybe they'll give me more info. Huh? Were you just practicing being the good cop on me? Yeah, of course. Let me just tell you that since you would mess everything up. Did you actually think I was asking you out? You idiot, what do you think? Ow! Could you not hit me so hard? What happened to Mr. Chicken Nuggets? He got killed. He was horribly and brutally killed. Like, really, really, really unpleasantly murdered. He had his throat slit, which was not good for him. I'll be honest. Not good for him. We need to try and work out who did it, though. Yeah. I guess that means my flirting was a success. Jeez, that really hurt, though. You can... I did not expect that. Teeth of a shark. Horns of the sea dragon. I mean, yeah, I am a blue glaucus. So yeah, we are like blue sea dragons. That is what we are. I am the sluggiest of sea slugs. Look at my hair. Look at it. Wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble wobble. Yeah. The hair is really bouncy. That is why you wash your hair with Tresemme, kids. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. You know what? You know what? I deserved that, I think. I deserved that. Did they eat chicken at his funeral? Maybe. Okay, so we can now flirt with people. Tell me about court. Hey, Justin, can you help me understand the whole hearing process? Wow, you don't really have to understand how it works. But I'm preparing for the bar exam. Oh, right, you want to be a prosecutor too. Alright, what do you want to ask me? I'll just focus on cross-examination since I figure those are the most complicated. Yeah, I don't really get how they work. First, as the prosecutor, I'll accuse someone of murder. It's then my responsibility to prove that accusation in court beyond a reasonable doubt. I'm going to flirt with AI. I'm not going to flirt with AI. Not me. I've got a wife. I don't need to flirt with AI. Yeah. It's also the defense attorney's responsibility to expose any flaws in my accusation. Is that better? Yes, that's a bit better. Basically, prosecutors are on offense and defense attorneys are on, well, defense. Okay, got it. Now, how can I prove the defendant's guilty? One common method, witness testimonies. Prosecutors will question people who can help prove their accusation. Witness testimonies can help us prove the who, what, where, why, and how of the crime. But then, couldn't prosecutors just make deals with witnesses, like find people who lie for them? Emily! Good question. We have rules in place to avoid that very possibility. Also, after a witness gives their testimony, it's the defense attorney's turn to poke holes in everything they said to try and figure out what really happened. Liliien will not appear in this game. You seem oddly obsessed with Liliien on my channel. It's kind of weird. Well, let me just be really clear. I don't vibe with that streamer, so it's probably best just not to mention them here, right? Oh, that makes sense. You really need both sides to question the witness in order to solidify the truth, right? Yep, hence the cross-examination. You're obsessed with memes? You know what, Hades? That makes sense. Sorry, I'm just getting me a... I need a haircut. Obviously, look at it. It's just flopping everywhere, but no. My actual hair, I kind of need to do something with it because my fringe is starting to get in the way of my tracking, which is not ideal. Then, after the prosecutor makes their statement, defense makes theirs. So, defense can call witnesses too. Yes, then the whole process is flip-flop. Defense questions their witness, and it's our turn to verify it. You'll realise that there are two types of witnesses, the kind the prosecution calls and the kind the defense calls. Hey, Zach, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, no worries at all. I had a glow up. What do you think? Am I looking sexy? Excuse me. That's because they tend to have different agendas. Witnesses that are there to help you are called friendly witnesses, and the opposite are hostile witnesses. Then the defense would see any witness you call as hostile, right? Right. So to summarise, prosecutors are on offence, defence attorneys are on defence. At the start of a hearing, both sides give their opening statement and establish the claim. Okay. Then the prosecution calls their first witness to the stand, will give a friendly testimony. After questioning the witness, defence will then challenge their testimony. Then the defence will call their own witness to the stand. It's the same process but flip-flop. The hostile witness gives their testimony, then we poke holes in it. Okay. This whole process goes back and forth till the truth is brought to light. Objection! I see. You kind of like the other hair better, but this is pretty cool. I'll be honest, like, having a bowl cut was not ideal. Welcome in, Countess Lisa. You just got this game. It's pretty cool. It's like, you gotta look for no spoilers. Yeah, absolutely. I would encourage anyone who wants to play this game to feel free to lurk, but don't be afraid of just lurking and not paying any attention, because, like, honestly, it's much more fun if you don't know what's happening. If you're playing it blind, then it's like, yes, that's the way. I've got no idea what's coming. I'm not going to watch anyone else play this at all. Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. What's with the scars? The ocean is a dangerous place, Zach. It's a dangerous place for a little sea slug. But yeah, makes me look grizzled, doesn't it? Yeah, and you can see my ears got some holes poked in it as well. You know. I would have gone for flesh plugs, but there's not a toggle for that yet. Because I do have, like, IRL, I do have pretty big ones. Big old hole. True C is the danger zone. Highway to the danger zone. Okay. How do we question a witness? You should be familiar with the rules of questioning, right? It's what you always check as an intermediary. Okay? That'll be a review anyway. Okay. A lot of little details, but here are the 5 basic lines of questioning you have to avoid. You have to avoid leading questions, speculation, hearsay, bad faith assumptions, and irrelevance. Oh, I see. Is this the... This is actually like the US court system, then. These are objections that you see raised in American courts. Okay. That's going to take some getting used to, because we have some of these, but generally it's up to the judge to work out, like, if they are relevant to the matter at hand or not, right? And if the judge thinks, well, actually, no, this is relevant, then they're allowed. So, you know, it's not like in the American courts, whereas my understanding goes, you can object to something on the grounds of one of these, and the judge will have to sustain that if it's within the purview of how their laws work. Powdered wigs? Yeah, we got the horsehair wigs going on. I should get an asset made for one of those. Let's just check in about these, because this is actually going to be a bit of a learning experience for me as well. Leading questions are any questions that imply or lead the witness to a certain answer. Take this question. You saw the defendant kill someone on the day of the murder, right? Ah, okay. You think that would imply anything? Let me think. Guess it could imply that the witness saw the defendant kill someone. Exactly. And with that kind of question, you're forcing the witness to respond with yes or no. Okay. If that's the case, all they'd have to do is say yes, and then we know real points having them testify. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of yapping going on in the stream. What should I ask? You'd ask an open-ended question like, what did you see on the night of the murder? That way the witness can describe their own experience and form a meaningful testimony. Okay. Rule only applies to questioning friendly witnesses, though. If you're questioning a hostile witness, does not apply. Why not? If the witness chooses to play dumb and be uncooperative, it'll be hard to get any useful answer out of them. That's why we can ask a hostile witness leading questions. Oh, okay. That's useful to know. That's very useful to know. Speculation means the testimony cannot contain a personal opinion. For example, you had a big argument with the deceased, so I think he definitely killed her. Can you see the personal opinion there? So I think he definitely killed her? Why is the game called The Real Face of VTubers? Because the victim is the CEO of a VTuber agency, and one of his staff is the one who's killed him, but all of his staff are claiming to be the company VTuber. So we need to work out who is the actual face of Kurumi, so that we can work out who killed Mr. C. Or as I'm going to call him going forwards, Sakana, because this is basically a Face Connect simulator. You know what? If he comes up to me at Vexpo 3 and says, so I heard you've been playing the Sakana simulator, have you, son? I will probably shit bricks. The witness didn't see the actual murder, he's just guessing the defendant did because they had an argument. He can describe what the argument was about, but can't guess or speculate beyond that. Okay. I see. There's one exception to that. If the witness is an expert in a certain field, they can analyse the situation from the perspective of their expertise. That doesn't count as personal speculation, can be used in testimony. Right, I'm used to this. This stuff comes up in my work all the time. Smoking? I'm not smoking. Oh, like a psychologist or blood expert? Yeah, witnesses like that are actually called expert witnesses. Of course, they have to be an expert in the field they call to speak or act on. You can't call a psychologist to analyse blood stains, for example. Yeah, I know expert witnesses I deal with every single day at work. That's fine. Got it. Hearsay refers to anything the witness heard from a third party and did not experience for themselves. No, I don't do drugs. What a weird question. For example, the police told me the last time the defendant saw the victim was 10 PM that night. Can you tell me what's wrong there? The witness heard it from the police and didn't see it themselves. Yeah. Be asking the police about that and not the witness. Okay. Bad faith assumptions? Assumptions refer to asking questions with or about hypotheticals. For example, if the defendant weren't drunk that night, do you think she would have gotten into that car accident? Where's the hypothetical in that question? If the defendant weren't drunk? Yes. Any question starting with if is a hypothetical, it's not always that easy. For example, do you think a woman could have overpowered the victim? Where's the assumption there? That women are weaker than men? Not only that, they're assuming the culprit's a woman. Oh. Basically, testimony to questions should be formed from experienced facts, not hypotheticals. That makes sense. Irrelevance refers to, what did you eat for breakfast yesterday? Stuff like that. Yeah, tell your friend that drugs ain't cool. Why would anyone do drugs when you can just have a permanent brain injury instead? You do like the little examples? It's really helpful. It's really helpful. Right, just like that. Good at this one. You love asking relevant questions. You think you're so funny. I'll have you know that everything I do is all part of a finely tuned strategy. Right? I'm not trying to be funny. Just knowing enough's enough. That's all I'm saying. Okay. That's actually been very helpful. Because knowing what the court side of things is like, I mean, we could do a mock hearing. Yeah, sure, why not? Yoo-hoo, it's me. Perfect timing. I was about to do some mock trials with Emily. Come help out. Ooh, we play in court. Fun. Okay. This is actually like a proper tutorial on how to do the entire court system. It's like I've got Mia Fey in my pocket. She's like contained inside a little Tamagotchi for me. Let's practice how the prosecution question our own friendly witness, which is also called a direct examination. As the prosecutor, please ask Detective Hoss about how a case investigation is going, and remember to follow the rules of questioning. Alright, I'll try. Okay. Prove that Amanda Charles left through the window in her room on the night of the murder. Okay. What have you been investigating lately? I'm looking into the murder case at LILIEN Entertainment. Okay. Where are you in the investigation currently? Right now we're looking into each suspect's alibi. Everything's going smooth. Straightforward. Not bad, not bad. It's the girl version of me. Oh god, I'm a cop in another life. Oh no. I don't know how to feel about this. Wow, I could smolder. Holy shit, look at this. Hang on, I'm going to do blue steel, guys. I don't think the pout's coming through, but I was doing blue steel just then. And I gotta say, I am hot. Welcome back, Jay, welcome back. That was harder than I thought it'd be. It wasn't. It wasn't. When to object. You're the prosecutor, I'm the defense, and Detective Hoss is my witness, meaning she's your hostile witness. I'm going to ask about her investigation. This is my direct examination, so remember I can't ask any leading questions. So if you want to make an objection for any reason, just say objection. Ready? Okay. Objection. Exactly, Hades, exactly. That's not a leading question. Okay. That doesn't seem like a leading question. Aha! Objection! Leading question. Yeah, okay. Did you find anything else suspicious at the scene? Victim was clutching the employee's nameplate in his hands. Okay. Hey there, Maya Marine. New model? Yes. It is, actually. Thank you. It is. Hey there, Ron. How are you doing as well? Yeah, this is the HAKUHANA customizable L2D that came out today. So I picked it up. Cost-wise, it's about $100. It's going to be going back up to, I think it's 130 is the set price. It's got like a sale on at the minute, but it's, excuse me, loads of options. And, you know, I can finally have luscious flowing hair. Look at it. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it is Maybelline. Who knows? Right, just give me a second. I'm just going to chuck a lozenge in my gob because you can probably hear that my lungs are still not great. Pretty much it. Nice job. Okay. Super fun to say objection real loud. This game gets it. What are the perks of the job? You can't just yell at willy-nilly, you'll make the judge mad. Oh, that'll be difficult. Cross-examining defense's witness. Okay, preps for cross-examination. Performance good. Yeah, I haven't tweaked it very much just yet. I've just kind of like mostly played with my webcams tracking a little bit, but I need to like actually play with the physics parameters. But like to say this is an untuned model that I've not actually tinkered with, it's really expressive. Like super duper expressive, and it's been a lot easier to get my my spikies in the right place now. Some of them are actually hair now. Some of them dropped out of my bowl cut, and they're just like, oh, it's just hair now. Nice. Yeah, it's all super soft. I'm just gonna keep on doing that. You're the prosecutor. Detective Huss is the defense's witness. Defense has just finished a direct examination, so it's your turn to cross-examine. Teach you how to present evidence. Alright. If after questioning the witness you think something conflicts with your evidence, you can present that evidence and challenge the testimony. Detective Hoss, please answer like this later. Sawa. Alright, got it. No problem, I can do this. She's literally just like me for real. You ready? Yeah, let's get started. Okay. We found 4 people's fingerprints on the paring knife. The victim was clutching an employee's nameplate in his hand. Okay. Whose fingerprints were on the knife? The fingerprints belong to Sophia Law, Honor Chen, Prudence Weeks, and Faye Ward. Where did you find the knife? On Prudence Weeks' desk. Alright, thanks. Okay. Press on the nameplate. Whose nameplate was the victim holding? Misty Ryu's. Misty Ryu? Yep. Alright, thank you. That's not right. We know that's not right. He was holding Amanda Child's nameplate. Objection! The victim wasn't holding Misty Ryu's nameplate, he was holding Amanda Child's nameplate. What you said conflicts with the evidence. What? Good job. Oh, feels good to present evidence. Ooh. Yeah, I love rubbing evidence all over people's faces. That doesn't sound right. One day you'll understand. Well, anyway, that's all there is to it. I mean, I will be so real right now, chat. If you get, like, a case where you can rub the evidence in the defendant's face, it does feel good. Like, especially if you know for a fact that you've got them. And if they're trying to raise an objection over something, but they are ass run about that, and you can prove that, you can really rub their face into it. And if they still press on it, and you want to put that in front of a judge, oh, chef kiss, 10 out of 10 moment. I'm kind of going through something sort of like that right now. Someone's come back to me on a matter and said, our offer is in line with this, but then they've cited an incorrect precedent. I've gone back to them and just said, you might want to check that, because here's the actual precedent and you're wrong. And that felt very nice, and I just kind of said, if you want to refine that, we'll see. If you don't, Well, we'll put it in front of the big guy with the wig, I guess. And I'm just waiting for them to come back, and I'll be very interested to see what they say. Okay. That was very comprehensive, thank you. Now you owe me a steak dinner when you pass. Yeah, fair. Oh, that's all the tutorials. Cool. Right, well. Let's investigate Kuripa's basic info. I'm a lawyer because I'm evil. No, I'm a lawyer because I like... I say I like money. In the UK, you have to get to a certain level before you're actually making bank off of it. But, like, I just needed a job. And it turns out I'm kind of good at this one. So, I don't know quite how that happened. Well, VTubers all have backgrounds and stuff, right? Like their heights and species and stuff. You mean law? Yeah, they usually have backgrounds like that. Kuripa's species is computer virus. Wait, is she a Digimon? Kuripa is a Digimon. Ah. Why can't she just be a human? Why's she gotta be something dumb like a computer virus? You better not sit in front of her fans, you might get beat up. Anyway, could you look at all that stuff for me? Kuripa's law. Yeah, I'll find some time for that. Okay. So she's working on that. You already asked me to look into something else. Do you want me to change it? Don't change. Yeah, look into the stream. What does eating marshmallows mean? Marshmallows is a site for submitting anonymous questions. Basically, fans send anonymous messages to the VTuber, and when they answer this question, it's called eating marshmallows. Answering Maros. I don't have Maros open. I might consider doing that. You know, if you guys want me to open marshmallows, then, you know, I could. I could consider it. Just saying. Okay. I thought it was actually about eating marshmallows. Apparently, Kuripa's doing marshmallows on the night of the murder. Could you look into that for me? At this point, when you watch it yourself, you seem pretty into it. No way, it's embarrassing. You're embarrassing. I'm not embarrassing. Plus, why would you ask me to do something you think is embarrassing? Seems pretty disrespectful. Oh, please, you love watching that stuff. You know I've been super busy lately. Oh, whatever, fine. Okay. I think we went pretty much asked everything last time at the office, but now we have 3 people claiming to be Kuripa's real face, so maybe we should ask them more about that. Didn't you also say there were a few details you didn't get last time? There's no time limit this time, so you can get all the info you need. Alright, that's my plan. Oh yeah, remember to select the Hoss option while you're here and assign Detective Hossum. Wait. We've got a pet gumshoe. We've got a pet gumshoe. Oh my god. This is the Edgeworth experience. Holy shit, man. And if you need my help, that's fine too. Alright. Let's assign Hoss some work then. Prosecutor Truth, were you looking for me? She likes an awesome theme. I don't know. This is kind of a bop. Listen to that bass. I'm sorry, Hades, what were you saying? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I will always love Gumshoe's theme. But, like, I can vibe with this. It kind of reminds me of Theme Hospital. The AAI Gumshoe theme kicked ass. You know what, yeah. I will never raise an objection to that because it absolutely did. Like, the Gumshoe theme, but on a piano rather than, like, a honky-tonk. Oh, superb. You can tell this game really, like, pays homage to the Ace Attorney stuff as well. Because, like, they've paid real attention to making sure everyone's got a theme. And, like, this is pretty memorable. I love the fact it's just led by a bass guitar as well. Like, honestly, sounds like a Warwick. Warwick basses are fucking lovely, by the way. Okay. Sorry, I didn't have my lozenge in just then. Do you like girls, Detective Hoss? Yeah, super cute, don't you think? Like, you date them. Why do you want to know about my love life all of a sudden? Sorry, I was just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Look. When it said chat, I thought it was going to be case-related. I didn't think he was just going to suddenly, like, outright ask you, you know, do you do Yuri? It's not that they don't want to answer. I mean, yeah, for me, a girl I really like, I'd date her. So you haven't met anybody yet? I thought you'd be a big hit with ladies. Well, I guess I'm just playing around, so I've never really been on the market like that. What a playboy, like, play girl. Whatever, just like having fun. Yeah, I mean, girls just gotta have fun, right? So, do you like guys too? Guys? Not really. Not since school. Huh? Around 3rd grade in elementary school, I liked a boy, but it turned out he liked my best friend. Oh. So I beat him up real good, then I guess he looked so pitiful my friends started to like him too. What? Then after that, I started to realize girls smell really good. It's just got nothing to do with that guy anyway. You better be careful around Emily or I might scoop her up. I mean, that's only if she wants you to scoop her up. It's not if she belongs to me. Better not let Emily hear you say that. Why? Everyone has their own autonomy. Trust me, just don't let her hear it. If I spoke like this to my legal colleagues, I'd get kicked out the profession. Could you confirm the suspect's alibis for me, please? Got it, I'll make it my top priority. Okay. Yeah. So she's got some work. Hey there, how you doing? You came in when our pet Gumshoe decided to just outright tell us, yeah, I do Yuri. How you doing, by the way? Welcome. Welcome. I got my hands on some French shampoo and conditioner. Maybe she is born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. We're doing incredibly cursed nonsense. Yeah. Okay. So do we need to summon someone? I kind of feel like we need to summon someone. Let's see if Emily's got any. Now what? Okay. The shampoo conditioner did a lot. It really did, didn't it? Like the volume. Considering the cop's appearance, her doing Yuri is not surprising. I mean, I don't think I can reasonably object to that. Unless I was to say something like, oh my god, hearsay, or steps, or some other, like, I don't know, S Club 7, or I don't fucking know. This is the sort of shit my wife listens to. Okay. I guess we gotta summon someone. Oh yeah, we bring them in for questioning. So how are we going to do this, guys? Are we just going to go for the 3 that are suspects at the minute? These 3? Or are we going to... Do I want her to step on me? I mean, yeah. You know. Yeah. That's just kind of a given, though, isn't it? I'm a dirty little masochist. You know, it's a core part of my personality. I think you guys know that by now. Where did my dice go? Are we going to roll on this, or are we just going to... Are we just going to ball? Like, we can go for the ones we know are sus, or I can roll for it. You say we do this thoroughly and properly? So what you're saying is that we conduct this investigation in a definitive and elegant manner. And what we seek is not a conflict, but a restoration of balance, a judgment. And we will do it with reason from beginning to end. We're doing those missions tomorrow on Ace Combat, by the way. I actually have those mission DLCs downloaded. I will need to see if this avatar takes up too much processing power when we play that, by the way. I'm going to have to give it like a test run. I don't think it should do, but I need to give it a test out because it's a lot more graphically demanding than the Chibi was. But yeah. So, what we'll do, right, is we're going to work backwards. Ace Combat has some fire lines. It really does. It really, really does. And 95% of the fire lines I know are all Matthias Torres. Just because he's such a huge ham, and I love that. All right, we are going to question Elia. Did I? I just called her Elia. Oh no. Oh dear. Please don't tell my Oshi that I said that. Oopsie doopsie. Okay. Let's bring her in for questioning. Did you send the suspect over? Shouldn't she be here by now? I don't know, I haven't heard anything. At least it wasn't Satan. Yeah, I guess so. Lozenge is back in. It's already been 15 minutes. How are they not here? I just got off the phone. Apparently there's a delay and they'll be here soon. They better not be evading court. I don't think they are. I think they're here. Miss Ward, do you know you're 16 minutes late? Yeah. Miss Ward? Yeah. She's asleep. She's a snoozer, man. Get back here! What's wrong? That's my line. Do you know what your role is here? But I was just giving you a performance because I was late and wanted to apologise. I love... Oh my god. So, fun fact. The VTuber who I believe that her appearance is... Well, I don't know if based off of is right, but very similar to... fell into the scene because of the meme. That's not even a joke, she's confirmed that. She's confirmed that for us. That scene is super famous, you know. You should be happy. Nobody told you to give any performances. Do you even know why you've been summoned here today? Are you mad? Seems like Mr. Prosecutor's temper is cute today, too. What do you mean my temper is cute today, too? What does that even mean? What are you getting mad for? It's not like I said it's... Shut up already. No one even says that anymore. Alright, calm down. You're scaring me. That's a Suisei reference. I don't know enough Suisei jokes to... I know about the axe. I know about, like, the... her being, like, a psycho killer. But that's as far as my knowledge goes. I'm very unread on JP jokes, so I will rely on you to guide me through them. Deep breaths, Justin. Deep breaths. What does she mean by it? Well, to work out what she means by it, you need to understand what is it. Her intro was Suisei wa kumo kawaii. Means she's cute today too. Oh, okay. Hades, you devil. Well. No, what does she mean by it, Feely? Well, it's it. What is it? 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 And then I realised that, oh god, that song predates you by 30 years. There's no way you're going to know the song, so my reference just dies. Look you in the face and tell you're not the same. My Pixiv is pretty much just filled with, like, muscle women. That's my confession today. My Pixiv is just filled with anime women working out. I know what I like. Alright, shut up. If I had a golden axe right now, I'd be chopping suckers up. Can you just be normal, please? I should be saying that to you. Please stop being weird and just cooperate. Okay. Now, is it worth me flirting with her? Should we just like go for the nuclear option straight away? You have no room to cast judgment on me, which is good because I have minus 150% holy resistance. I have less holy resistance than that even. All you need to do is cast like the weakest holy spell on me and I just die instantly. Like I explode into giblets. It's very, very messy. Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Even as a flash heal, I mean, if you change the spelling of it very slightly, then you know maybe I'd be okay with it. Anyway, let's take a break. A break? Okay, no problem. Let me answer. Don't people get annoyed if you're always giving these little performances? Excuse me. Those are famous scenes I told you. You really don't get it. Some people would be over the moon if I perform for them, I bet. Listen, I don't mind comedy, but there's a time and a place. I'm here to catch a killer. Not you tell jokes, got it? Okay, I'm curious, why do you think everyone's going to cooperate with you? What if the killer doesn't cooperate with you on purpose and leads you in the wrong direction? Whose fault would that be? The developer's fault. The developer's fault? I agree! The game's obviously crap, but the devs just push responsibility onto the players and don't learn anything from it. What a joke! Hey there, Caitlin. How you doing? Welcome in. Grown-ass man doing TS. What the fuck is TS? What the fuck is TS? Some shrooms? What game is this? This is called The Real Face of a VTuber. This is a murder mystery courtroom drama, but with streamers. TS is this shit. Oh, okay. I mean, I've done, like, several actual shits today, if you really want to know, Bellis. I had a really huge one this morning. It was fucking massive. Like, I deadass had to go through half a roll of toilet roll to get that dealt with. The game seems cool. Yes, it's actually pretty neat. Degenerate Ace Attorney. Brilliant. You know what? Yeah. Degenerate Ace Attorney is a really good description. I was just kidding, but good job for going along with it. Yeah? But I don't know why, it just made sense to me. I couldn't help myself, sorry. So you're missing this performance of yours was part of your strategy to mislead me? I think it's more like my life strategy. Life strategy? Because my mum died early, so I grew up reading a lot of manga. I like thinking of myself as those powerful, brave characters, kind of like roleplay, I guess? And whenever I think about roleplaying, I think of my mum. It's the only connection I have with her. I thought role-playing was like dressing up in costumes. She's a tunie. You know what? It gets... Seeing her hairstyle and thinking who that reminds me of just makes that funnier and funnier and funnier. That's cosplay. I like that when I was a kid, but I prefer actually acting as those characters, connecting with their inner selves. So it's like a sort of performance. Got it. Then, do I have to say your performance is pretty good? I kept wanting to stop you, then you pull me back in. I want to keep watching. Oh, I'm not used to being complimented. Anyway, we should probably get back to the case. Oh, yeah? Flirting did not... She's too... How do we describe it? She's too oblivious to being flirted with. Can we talk about your co-workers? My co-workers? I'm really not close with them. Well, are there any you feel more trustworthy than the others? Yeah. Sophia Laura's my motive. Oh? What makes you say that? Sorry, I can't say. Then why should I believe what you say? I'm just telling the truth, okay? If you want to convict Sophie, I can testify in court. I became a femboy? I don't know about femboy. I don't know about femboy, Amoeba. You know, I mean... You know, I just kind of grew my hair out and I used Tresemme. Look at the volume. I have a beard. Yeah, it's just an upside down beard that's on the top of my head. It's actually pretty funny because, like, if you've ever seen Jank and Pom, you see his model and it's like, I looked at that model and I was like, why have I become an actual VTuber? What happened? Except my beard is actually bigger. Oh, it's tempting to cosplay him at some point, you know. That'd be funny. That would be funny. You could prove it during your testimony. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. From our discussion today, there's something I have to admit. I think you're very suspicious, Miss Ward. Me? Do you think I killed him? No, I didn't. What's your proof? I'm too cute. What? I'm too cute and innocent to be guilty. Only lollicons deserve that kind of thing. I mean, they do deserve, like, instant death, but that's another matter. Cuteness is righteous. Cuteness is innocence. So there's no way I did it. Miss Ward, what the heck are you talking about? Miss Ward? I'm not Miss Ward, I'm Captain Ward. What? Set sail for the open seas. Get back here! That's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say. I have to be careful with this kid or I'll totally lose the plot. So you're willing to testify against Sophia Law in court? Yeah. I have good evidence, I swear. Alright then, thank you. Okay. We need to question all of them, right? We need to question all of these people. And, like, honestly, I don't know, man. They seem kind of whacked out, if I'm honest. Sophia Law is not the one we indicted, no. But she says that Sophie's got a motive. Excuse me. Check this out. Hold on. What is this? Holy shit. Wow. I'm saving that for later. Oh, my lungs. Hold on. Laughing makes my lungs spasm with this illness. Okay, I'm good. I just saw like the first 3 videos in that list and I was like, immediately save that for later use. Immediately, no hesitation. Okay. It's something that Hades sent me on Twitch. Don't worry about it, Feely. It's, what is it? It's it. Okay. Who do you think Karipa's real face is? It's not me. So who do you think it is? I don't know. I'm not really close with any of them. You're not close with your co-workers? I guess because I'm the newest employee, and we always work from home, so you don't have to interact with them for work. 200 plus playlist of Ace Attorney memes. Incredible. That is exactly the sort of thing that I need in my life. I mean, I know some other people who would be interested in that as well. So, yeah. Okay. I think it was Sophie. Sophia Law. Oh, yeah. Why? Because she's in charge of collaborations. That's to do with project management. So I need to talk with her more. Do you talk to Karipa? Of course. She's who I talk to the most. How's it feel interacting with her? How's it feel? Let me think. Makes me feel happy? I don't really know what I should say. I just think she's cute and makes me happy. That's it, really. Anything else to add? No. Alright, got it. So, we've gotten some information here. The information is that she is batshit insane. But also, she might be batshit insane. She possibly has something. But I don't feel like this testimony is reliable. The only person she interacts with outside of Karipa is the person she wants to testify against. Yeah. That's weird. Alright. She can go. No, you mean, but that's the name of the game. The game is called The Real Face of a VTuber. I'm not doing a face reveal. If you want to see my face, you're going to have to come to Vexpo. That's the only time I get my face out. You're late. What has happened since the 3 faces happened? So, we've done some mock trial tutorial stuff. Elia has given us no useful information, but wants to testify against Callie. We're about to interview Hey Mona. So, yeah, this should be interesting. This should be interesting. Pull her in. Pull her in. You have the right to remain silent to an attorney and to submit any favourable evidence you think may assist you in this case. Nice haircut. Thank you, Erixia. You get the wiggle as well. I've got the urge to herbal. Is all that clear? So the last time wasn't normal procedure, huh? Last time was a special situation, but I still went by protocol. You'd have thought the white-haired one was the VTuber. I mean, the white-haired one even looks like my Oshi. So, you know, what am I supposed to think? She acts like her too. I bet that the devs, like... I wonder if the devs are Starlings or Stananas. Ooh. You're going to draw me as the king of the sea slugs? Excellent. I will have dominion. Under the sea, I become king and I wear some bling. Just pay tribute to me. Yeah, there we go. We got there in the end. You didn't read our rights, did you? Miss Rio, my goal here is to catch a killer. For that, I need everyone to cooperate so I collect information and come to a conclusion. I know you're very smart, but I don't know why you constantly seem to antagonize me. This should be very straightforward for you, unless for some reason you want me finding Mr. C's killer. You're starting to assert yourself, I see. My job is to catch a killer, and I take that very seriously. Sorry, it's a bad habit I have. Sometimes when I get anxious, I talk back. It helps me feel in control. Now that I said that, will you go easy on me? I want the killer to be caught as much as you do. Trust me on that. Then you might want to start cooperating. So I'm the one under scrutiny today, huh? Guess you are a real prosecutor after all. Let's just get started. Right, give me a second, guys. I'm just... There we go. I just have to rearrange myself so that I'm a bit more comfortable. Okay. So, I'm going to save, and I'm going to go for the nuclear option immediately again. Just because I think it's going to be very funny for us to do that. Alright, how about we take a break? A break? In here? Very suspicious. Are you trying to get more info out of me while my walls are down? Hey, you don't have to make it sound so conniving, but yeah, pretty much. Oh, wow. I didn't think you'd actually admit it. Why? I've already figured out I can't deal with you like I would a normal person. Well, that stings. I'm still a human being, you know. Well, since you've already caught on, go ahead and tell me a few deep, dark secrets. Ooh. Let's find out about her nasal septum fetish. Huh, what do you want to know? How about my relationship with my boyfriend? Hey, I'm actually pretty curious if you and your boyfriend argue. No, boyfriend's super boring, actually. He barely understands what I'm talking about most of the time. He can't keep up. So, I usually just listen to him or do whatever he's interested in. Oh. Does that make you happy? I've never felt happy dating someone. But isn't that normal? My boyfriend's always been like that. Not really. That's not really normal at all. Like, me and my wife have very divergent interests, but when we have interests that converge, you know, we do stuff together. You know, there's a TV show we're going to be watching later on tonight together. We went on a date to the mall last Saturday. That was very nice. That was very nice, actually. I probably shouldn't have gone because I ended up getting even more unwell from it, but, you know, I think the thing is like, it's not that... How do you put something like this? So, I mean, I can do pretty much anything with my wife, and because she's there, it will make me happy. And I hope it's the same in the reverse. You know, she seems to like spending time with me. I mean, we've been together for 18 years, so that's a start, right? I mean, one thing I always try to do is, I try to make her happy. I do things that I think she will like, because, I don't want any reward out of it. I just want her to be happy at the end of the day. And if that makes me a simp, then so be it. I will happily simp for my wife. Wouldn't you only want to be with someone if you like the company? Guys are interested in me, so I pick one that's least annoying and does what I say. It's better than being single. Would it offend you if I called them tools? Nah, that's pretty much what they are. It's not like you can ever really put your trust in a man, right? You can trust me, at least. Ha! So you're the type to prop yourself up to make others look bad, huh? I see. I'm saying you can trust me professionally, regardless of my sex. Is that what you meant? No, I don't think you're that practical. Anyway, it's not really their fault. It's just hard for me to open up to somebody. I mean, I've seen my dad openly betray my mum. Oh. Traitors should all go to hell. I think I've said too much. Just be careful and find the killer, okay? Too much? We were just chatting. Being with you is more fun than being with my boyfriend. If you've been talking with me, then, well, it's my pleasure. Traitors? That, yeah, I mean, that's incidentally what me and wife are going to be watching later. We do quite like that show. Yes. Okay. Interesting what she said about her dad betray her mum. That could become relevant later. So her dad had an affair or something. Someone who would put hardlines on porn content would later try to make such content. It does make you wonder why he did that, like, about face on it, right? Tell me about your roommate. Miss Weeks said you're her roommate? Yeah, we live together. Did you see her on the night of April 20th? Yeah, I came home around 10:30 and she was there. Do you know if Prudence was in before that? Assumes she was. She doesn't go out much. But I can only be sure about 10:30 and after. Alright. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Can we talk about your co-workers? We're getting a motive on everyone. Will this turn into a crime in the Orient Express? I tell you what, there was a detective game set on a train that came out kind of recently. That looked pretty good. Again, loads of ideas here. Loads of ideas. What do you want to know? Who do you think is trustworthy and who isn't? There's more to what Anna was talking about last time. More to what? When she said she smoothed things over with Boss Man. That may be true, but she was still angry. How do you know that? I remember it was April the 6th. Honor and Boss Man were both in the office. I came out of the bathroom and saw Honor peek into the Boss Man's break room through the blinds. When she saw me, she immediately backed away. Then we passed each other and I could tell she was fuming mad. What was she looking at in Mr. C's break room? Well, I went by and peeked at them myself and saw Mr. C reading Karipa's fan-made adult manga. That night, Honor stayed late in the office before leaving. But first she went into Mr. C's break room and took that manga. She read a little bit and then started flipping out and breaking stuff. She ripped the manga apart, smashed a potted plant, and even broke a bunch of the stuff on her own desk. How'd you know? I checked the security footage the next day since that plant was mine. Then I told Boss Man about it and he said he'd take care of it. Do you have proof? Yeah, I have images from the security footage. Here. Okay. Interesting. Wait. Alright, I'm waiting, Ara. What have you seen? There's someone behind the cutout. What? What do you mean? Someone behind the cutout? What, like here? I'm not seeing it. Honor is holding someone's hand? No, it looks like she's holding a piece of paper. It looks like it's a piece of paper from the manga. That's not a hand. That's a page. That's a page. I can see kind of where you're coming from. I can see where you're coming from, but breaking news. Oh no. Matt's Hidden Cats is coming out in March. Oh, yes. I saw that. I saw that. I thought you were going to say something terrifying, like Greenland just got invaded, and I was like, oh. No, I saw yesterday on Steam he'd put March as the release month. I don't know if he's put an. Let me just see. I'm in that Discord. My Discord is for some reason not open right now. Hold on. Give me a sec. Wish list. Let me see. Dev blog. Game will launch in March. Has he actually put a date in March? Yeah, I'm in that Discord, Hades. Okay. Just says March 26th at the minute, but I mean that's fine. That gives me a bit of yeah, I'm gonna be playing Hidden Cats. Yeah. I have, since I played the demo of that, I've been planning to play it, but going back to the hand thing, I see where you're coming from, Ara, because like given the size of the stream window, I can see where you're coming from, but like looking at it on my monitor in full size, it's definitely a page. So a bit time to get back to 5. Oh man, maybe one day. So are you saying Mr. C was selling this adult manga, and Onochem may have wanted to harm him because of that? Surprised me, actually. Honor can be a bit direct, but she never usually makes a scene. Even when a fan pisses her off, she thinks twice before arguing with them. Okay. Guess that means it's really, really pissed her off. Can you tell me about that adult comic? I remember you said you hadn't seen it yourself. One day it just appeared in Boss Man's office. I don't know when. Maybe when I wasn't there. But it was actually earlier than I thought. I figured printing it would take longer. Huh? Yeah, I knew it was in his office, but I didn't go read it. Alright, got it. Anything else you want to say? I think Prudence and Sophie are trustworthy. Why? If I didn't trust Prudence, I wouldn't be living with her. Sophie can be a little calculated, but the company is always her first priority. She's been like that ever since she started here, at least. Okay, thank you. You know what? This is gonna... You're gonna judge me for this, but, like, I wish that piece of wood was me. Okay. Office tantrum. Now, she said something very interesting then, which was that she thinks that Prudence is trustworthy because she lives with her. She thinks Sophie is trustworthy because the company is always her first priority, which conflicts directly with what Faye said, which was that she has evidence that would indict Sophie, but she wouldn't tell us what it was, which makes me think she's got some sort of beef with Sophie. But what that beef is exactly remains to be seen, because she wouldn't give us any information. I don't feel as though Faye is reliable. So tell me, who's Karipa's real face? I haven't seen a search warrant. We haven't gotten it approved yet. But knowing Karipa's real face is key to solving the case. Can't you see that? Okay, I get it now. You're playing a game with me. What game? The game. Ah, you all just lost the game, chat. Maybe there are multiple killers. What if they all did it? What if they all did it? What if it was like, you remember when Caesar got killed? You remember that, and it was like pt2 brute. Except it's like, you know, they're all just there just like doing a big group stabby stab. For you, keeping Karipa's real face a secret is more important than finding the killer. You got me with it more often? Yeah, this was my revenge. For one reason or another, you're adamant about keeping me in the dark. And that reason is... all three of them are her real face. Still not talking? I have to say, from all our time together, I can tell you're a very clear-headed, smart woman. If we worked together, we'd have this case solved before dinner. But if you're really going to play this game with me, then game on. Oh, okay. The thing is, like, I think there's a realistic chance that... because they said before, Karipa streams with a voice changer. So, reasonably, it could be any of them. It could be any of them. It could be Faye. She says that she's not, but she's very good at acting. Well, the thing you asked me to investigate before it's done, I've updated it in the notebook. There's a lot, so check it yourself. Karipa's stream on April 20th was a general chat where she ate 23 marshmallows. She streamed from 7:05 to 10, didn't leave once. Judging from her live interaction with fans, couldn't have been pre-recorded. Oh, guys, let's go watch your stream. Thanks, you're a huge help. Uh-huh. Let's get the law. We've seen this text, so we'll leave Emily to get that for us. So. Now, how do I review the... how do I investigate the Karipa stuff? Why the heck do people watch VTubers? Yeah, why do they? Oh, another rude question. I think it's the same as watching any other kind of stream, except you're not looking at a real person. I think it could be better than normal stream if the VTuber uses a lot of cute effects. I still don't get it. Just watch a real person. How can I explain this? Do you watch any other live streams or maybe game streams? Brain damage! You need background noise, yeah. Okay. No, never. Then you're obviously not the target audience, so just shut up about it. Okay. Oh, wait, I can... I can check the, some would even become VTubers because of this. Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me go into this, because I think we can have... Wait, what? Where's my evidence bar? Oh, there we go, there we go. Okay. Okay. Do you have any tips for storing your clothes? I have so many clothes falling out of my closet. Why stream on full screen is not hyping that much? I don't know. Who knows? One of them things, I guess. Karipa said she doesn't have much clothing, so she doesn't have any tips, but she can't stand girls who throw their underwear around their room. A viewer then said they heard one of Karipa's co-workers had great boobs, so the conversation shifted towards that. Would you rather live with an AI who's amazing at cooking, or a VTuber who can't cook but sings really well? Okay. Karipa chose the AI, saying she'd love to just lie on the couch all day and have an AI take care of her. Discussion changed to certain VTubers who have amazing voices, with viewers saying that if they were roommates, their ears would constantly be pregnant. I can't hear this banger story over all the stupid pregnant people. The best Noir Vesper quote that ever was spoken. Do you remember from Shinri's debut? People were just like, oh my god, I'm pregnant because of your voice. And then Vesper was just like, I can't hear this banger story over all these stupid pregnant people. Incredible. Oh, I miss that dumb old man. That fucking dumbass old man. He's in a better place now. He's in a better place now. If you found out your neighbour was a fan and even hung your poster on their door, would you be happy or would you move? She'd be flaccid, but slowly start moving her stuff out and quietly move when they weren't at home. She'd worry about her safety because the sound insulation in her apartment isn't good. Okay. Do you wear old clothing as pyjamas or do you buy actual pyjamas? She uses old clothes. Usually at home she just wears a t-shirt without pants. If it's cold, she'll wear socks. After that, they chat about pyjamas for a while. So she doesn't wear socks often. Okay, sniffer, sniffer. We've got the office tantrum. We've got this court summon. Can we actually look at the, Ow! Look. Look. I guess we'll summon, That's Prudence in there, yeah. I'll summon Prudence in. You have the right to remain silent to an attorney to submit any favourable evidence you think may assist you in this case. Is all that clear? Can I just stay silent the whole time? No, let's get started. Oh. Sorry, I was just kidding. Kidding? You don't have to talk if you don't want to. That said, my job is finding the killer, and I need your help to do that. Can I get more info through clothes? Emily. Emily, yeah, so Emily is currently investigating Kuripa's law for us, and Hoss is investigating something or other. I can't remember what I asked Hoss to investigate. Well, we'll find out soon enough, right? Okay. If you know something you don't tell me, we might arrest the wrong person. I know being interrogated is scary, but I'd really love it if you could help me out. I'll do my best. Thank you. She seems different from before. Less worried. What is it? Well, her eyebrows are going downwards, not upwards. This indicates that she's determined and not quite so scared anymore. Nice, her eyes. Her eyes were all swollen last time. Compare photos later. You hope the game's ending lands well? Yeah. So one of the things that I actually noticed on... If you look at the Steam page, right? Let me pull up the... I'm just going to pull up the Steam page a moment, alright? So, library, go to the store page. Okay. Remember your goal. This whole game is about finding the killer. It's up to you to choose who you think it is, a decision that will directly influence the game's ending. There's only one true killer, of course, which means there is a very real chance of you choosing the wrong one. So it looks like there are multiple endings, but like there are going to be endings where the killer gets away with it. So I am going to take it as a point of personal pride to get this one right. Through all of my massively powerful deductive reasoning and Ace Attorney safe scumming. Okay. So we got a lead there, huh? Her eyes were red and puffy the first time I saw her. Okay. So 3 people have claimed to be Kuripa's real face. What do you think about that? Nothing much. I don't mean to be bold, but somebody's been murdered and now somebody else is lying about it. You must have some opinion on this. It takes a lot of effort for me to focus on my own life. I don't have the energy to focus on other people's. So I can't say who's lying and who's telling the truth. Do you talk to Kuripa for your work? Sometimes. We ask her opinion when we're working on her merch. How do you contact her usually? Messages? But I don't know why, but it seems like our messages were deleted. So what's your opinion of Kuripa? What kind of person is she? What kind of person? She's very energetic. Oh? She seems happy, like she doesn't have a care in the world. She's very pragmatic. Doesn't bother other people. You can tell she's energetic and happy just through messaging. It's because of her exclamation marks. Exclamation marks? She types a lot of exclamation marks. So it makes me think she's very decisive, cheerful, and happy. Okay. So in general, which of those 3 do you think is Kuripa's real face? In general? Sophie? Why is that? She's very decisive. Makes me think of Kuripa. And she's also good at dealing with people. That's also kind of like Kuripa. Okay. Alright then, thank you. Can you describe your co-workers for me? Co-workers? For example, who's trustworthy and who isn't? Misty's trustworthy. Oh yeah, your roommates. Yeah. She's really smart and quick, unlike me. So you trust her? Yeah. And I trust Honor too. She's really strong and reliable. So I trust her too. Okay. Got it, thank you. What is it? There's something I'd like to tell you. Hmm? What is it? Amanda might be secretly selling adult Kuripa merch. Oh, Amanda's the illustrator, isn't she? Don't your company not allow that? Yeah. So how do you know she's doing it? Sometimes I go online and check fan-made Kuripa merch. So I checked and found someone selling adult Kuripa doujinshi. I checked and noticed that the art's really similar to Amanda's style. You want to know something really funny? Kuripa said in her stream she doesn't have many clothes and usually just bothers with a t-shirt, which would point to Honor being Kuripa, not Sophie. Yeah. Actually, so as a point, I mean, this is completely incidental. This could just be completely irrelevant as well, right? But Kuripa made a comment, like, she wears a t-shirt normally, doesn't bother with pants, and she'll put socks on if it's cold, right? Now, so far, Sophie wears a dress, peripherally similar to a t-shirt. No pants, no socks, right? Honor is similar, but has pants. So, that could go either way, really. Okay. Did you take a screenshot? Yeah, here. Does Mr. C know about this? Yeah, I told him. I think that was on March 22nd. Can you be totally certain it's Amanda's, though? I haven't confirmed it, but I probably could. This could be important, Prudence, so please confirm that the drawings are Amanda's if you can. Do you think you can? I'll try my best. Thank you very much, Prudence. Okay. Well, well, well. You know something very funny? You remember when the UK goon laws came in? And it was like, oh my god. And then a certain Bonge who used to be in Globy was like, oh no, Elon's banned my access to gooning material. Guess I'm gonna have to stream me looting myself then. Sophie wears more than a t-shirt. Anna has a t-shirt with sweatpants. They look more like jeans to me. Anna's look more like jeans to me. Still trying to ban all the Brits. I mean, I don't blame you for that. You know what? I do not blame you guys for that. I'd do the same if I was in your shoes. Okay, now to flirt with the nervous wreck. Let's take a quick break. Okay. Are you nervous? Yeah. I'm even more nervous than usual here. Your life was pretty hard if you're this nervous talking to people, huh? I can message people at work, so it's not so bad. A message really easy to talk to, so it's okay. I'm curious, but what do you do when you're stressed or feeling down? Sleep, I guess? Nothing better than a good night's sleep. Yeah, I love sleeping. Wrapped up in a blankie when it's cold out, so comfy and safe, like a cocoon. There must be some other way to relax though, right? Not just sleeping. Other ways. I used to play pretend. Play pretend? Like what little kids do. Yeah, I used to love doing that when I was a kid. I just acted out the story and it felt all better. Doesn't help that your boss keeps letting them get back in by giving VPN tips. Maybe tell your boss to just ban the Brits. No more British. Britain is not allowed anymore, alright? No, I loved it. I love playing the villain too. Someone's super big and strong. Then I felt really powerful. That's very interesting. Do you still play pretend now? Not anymore. I guess I'd just do the grown-up way. I have some friends that live inside my mind. When I think of them, they make me feel brave. That still sounds a bit childish. No, that's okay with me. To me, they really exist, even though they're just imaginary to everyone else. Do you think it's weird? It's pretty cute. Cute? No one's ever said that to me before. Okay, I think break time's over. That's definitely very interesting. Actually, I think I'm not as nervous as I was. Thank you. I know this is your job, so I'll try my best going forward. Tell me about your swollen eyes. Now I think of it, your eyes were pretty red when I talked to you last time in the office. Did something happen? That's because Molly went missing. Molly? Misty's cat. Cat? She went missing the night before. We searched for a long time. The night before? That was the night of the murder, right? Can you go into more detail about that? I was napping at home. When I woke up, I felt like playing with Molly, but I couldn't find her. I went into every room, couldn't find her. Then I noticed the window open. I got scared. I thought she might have run outside. I changed clothes and went out to find her. Then I bumped into Misty in the hallway. She was coming back home. She told me not to be scared, that she'd handle it. And then... Alright, that's enough. Thank you. Sorry to bring up a bad memory. That's okay. Okay, let's check that lead, huh? So we should probably ask Misty about... We're going to call Misty back in and ask her about Molly, alright? About Amanda Child's alibi. According to Miss Child, she had dinner with her family and from 7 onwards was in her room. Her mother, father, grandparents and brother were also in the house, including her makes 6 people. At 8:40, she left her room to use the bathroom. Mother, father and grandma also leave the room. She was also seen outside her home at 12:30 in the morning. By who? Someone from a debt collection agency. Amanda's brother owes some money. Okay, pretty concrete alibi for 12:30 at least. And before that she was always at home? Can't verify that for certain. Miss Child's room is on the first floor with the window leading outside. We found broken leaves outside that window, most likely stepped on. Meaning she's gone through that window before? Highly likely. Right, got it. About Sophia Law's alibi. She lives in a fancy studio on the 4th floor. Her building has 24-hour surveillance and security. She was caught on camera 3 times that day. First was 11:22 AM when she was leaving. Then at 11:43 coming back. Assume this was to buy food. Alright. Third time was a bit more suspicious. At 9:02, she walks over to the elevator, doesn't press the button. Instead, she turns back around and leaves and doesn't show up on camera again. Camera doesn't show us she went. No. Unfortunately, security cameras at the floor's emergency exit broke on April 17th and still hasn't been fixed. Okay. Have you determined whether or not she left through that emergency exit? Not yet, but we'll continue investigating in that direction. Sounds good. And about Honor Chen's alibi. She lives in a shared house out in the suburbs. A bit older where she lives, the security footage is lacking. Been tough for us to follow her tracks. That said, we did find a witness. One of Honor's housemates, a female student, knocked on the door around 8:10. Apparently there's a bug in the student's room she wanted on to help. Then what? She knocked on Miss Chen's door for a few minutes, but nobody answered. Finally, another housemate heard her knocking from her own room and came to help with the bug, so we know the knocking was loud enough. According to the student, Miss Chen's light was on, there was music and talking coming from her room, but she couldn't tell who was talking. Alright, got it. Now, a bunch of Prudence Weeks and Misty Ryu together since they lived together. Right. They live in an old building, security camera in the main hall, but a few other ways they could leave the apartment without being filmed. Prudence never left the apartment that day, or at least wasn't filmed. Miss Ryu left at 8:30, then returned at 10:35 that night, judging by the time she went to work. Apart from that, Miss Ryu was caught on cameras around the facility numerous times from 11:30 to 12:30. Said she was looking for a missing cat. Alright. We've also confirmed the rest of Mr. Ryu's alibi. I think I'm supposed to say Miss Ryu. She left the office at 5:23 PM, saw her move from 6:55 to 8:35, then we've got her in an Italian restaurant from 8:50 to 9:55. If she really went to the emergency exit, she'd avoid the camera by the elevator, unless she wasn't aware it was there. The boyfriend corroborated the alibi and we have their ticket stubs. Is Zelda a suspect? She's cute. She's not, no. No, she's my gumshoe. She's my pocket gumshoe. She even has her own banger theme tune. Correct. How long from the movie theatre to the scene of the crime? About 20 minutes. What about the restaurant? The restaurant has cameras and waitstaff confirmed she was there. And do you know the last time before the murder was Prudence Week left the apartment? Yeah, she went to the office the day before the murder on April 19th, left her apartment at 1 PM and returned at 8. Didn't leave after the murder until the police called her for their records. I missed something in the log? I did? Where? What did I miss? What did I miss, Hades? What did I miss? The theatre info. Oh. Hold on. I skipped over it accidentally. Ah, okay. Oh yeah. Theatre staff said it was crowded. Nobody can confirm whether she was actually there, and it's an old theatre without security cameras. Right, understood. Thank you. Let's talk about Faye Ward's alibi. She lives alone in a fully equipped apartment building. Didn't go out that day. She ordered delivery at 12:30 and 6:30. Guards saw her picking it up. We've also made sure there aren't any other way she could have left the building. So basically, her alibi is the tightest. You could say that. That said, one thing's pretty strange. She said she was with a friend at the time of the murder, but there aren't any signs or records of anyone else being there. Not even on the cameras. No, not even in the days leading up to it. You don't think she's Delulu or anything? No, we've checked her medical records, there's nothing like that. Still, even with this mysterious friend thing, Faye's alibi is the strongest. Alright, got it. Is everything I have about our suspect's alibis? Anything else you want to know, Mr. Truth? Nope, not right now. You think said friend is a pet? Well, let's see. Go back to chapter 1. There was like a picture, wasn't there? Doesn't give us the picture. The friend had a hand, a human hand. Okay. Well, let's summon Misty back in, because I want to ask her about Molly. Miss Weeks mentioned your missing cat. Because that happened at the same time as the murder, could you confirm some details for me? About Molly? Okay. Came back home from a date with my boyfriend at around 10:30, bumped into Prudence right outside our door and she looked panicked. She said she just woke up from a nap and couldn't find Molly, and one of the living room windows was open, so she was afraid she got out. And even though Molly's my cat, she's actually close with Prudence, so she was really upset about it. The only thing Zelda said about Honor's whereabouts were that it couldn't be confirmed. So there's been noises and talking coming from inside of her room, but no one's been able to confirm what it was. She wasn't responsive, so I think it's reasonable that Honor could actually have been streaming at that time. It could definitely be a possibility. I figured her being so upset wouldn't help find Molly, so I tried to calm her down first. She cried on the couch for a while, then fell asleep. Fell asleep, really? Yeah, I guess she was so exhausted from crying and worrying. I thought it might be for the best, since there wasn't much she could do anyway. So I put up some missing cat posts online and went out to look for her, but couldn't find her anywhere. It was already late, around 12:30, so I figured I'd deal with it the next day. Who knew the next day at the office Mr. Seared... Is this the first time Molly went missing? No, she's run out before, so I wasn't that nervous about it. But it was the first time with Prudence around. Okay, thank you. That all seems reasonable. That all seems reasonable. You're looking to update the Half-Life 1 Deathmatch mod? I'll be honest, I know nothing about Half-Life 1 Deathmatch. It's one of the things that I never actually played any Deathmatch stuff, so I was never a big multiplayer gamer as a kid. I played a bit of Team Fortress Classic back in the day, but like not enough of it to call myself like an online gamer. What do I want to eat tonight? Fried rice? Nah, too oily. Ramen? We just had that last week. Holy crap, the nude shoes. Hey, Justin. Karipa's streaming. What? Oh, important announcement. Oh no, she's graduating. Have we suspended her account? Not until we get a search for it. We figure they stopped streaming for the time being. Important announcement. What's she going to say? Hey, well, it's Karipa. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. Tonight's stream might be a bit uncomfortable for some of you, and Kuri's sorry for that. But Kuri has to announce something very important tonight. Oh, God. Yeah, it is literally the nightmare. It's literally the nightmare fuel. Oh, God. Oh, not again. Not again. How many times have I been through this now? I suppose... Well, twice. Twice in a major capacity, but then, like, multiple times in a secondary capacity. The worst time was definitely after the whole thing with Kawaii Pro Gen 3. Oh, wait, no, to be honest, the Vespa side of things, I'd actually kind of discounted there, but yeah, 3 times then. 3 times. No, the worst time was with Kawaii Pro Gen 3 when they mass graduated. I can't go into very much about that on stream because I don't want to get anyone in trouble, but let's just say that there was a bad egg in that gen, and their actions kind of evaporated everything else, and I think the company never really pulled back from that, but I'm not going to dwell on that too much. I, Karipa, may be forced to graduate from LILIEN soon and leave the company. The reason being, on the night of April 20th, the last time Kuri streamed, our beloved boss and company founder was murdered in his own office. Kuri has unfortunately been targeted as a suspect and is currently under investigation. That's why until tonight you haven't been hearing anything from Kuri. But although Kuri has been labelled as a suspect, none of you have to worry. That is, of course, because Kuri was streaming at the time of the murder, so there's no way I could have done... and I'm sure all of Kuri's little carriers can band together and support Kuri on that, right? Let me put it in the chat for you. There you go. Now, what makes Kuri most nervous is there are people out there pretending to be me. They're taking advantage of Kuri's secret identity to pose as Kuri's real face and secure an alibi. And these are people who've always stood by Kuri's side. Kuri never thought she'd have to doubt her own family. It's all because of you that Kuri's been able to get through all of this. You're the best little carriers Kuri could ask for. Would you mind chatting with Kuri to keep her spirits up? Okay. Kuri's just too stressed out. She needs her carrier's support. Oh, so we've actually got... Damn, okay. Well, well, well. How about just explaining things to the audience? I don't think it'd be that easy. She streamed without the authorities' permission. She doesn't want us to know who the real face is. Points towards her being played by multiple people because that was trying to build an alibi? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. What's this graduation she mentioned? She's a student? Oh, VTubers use the word graduation to refer to something like retirement. It's a sad thing for fans to say their favourite VTubers graduate. It's pretty serious, actually. Huh. She really didn't need to bring that up just now. Unless she has other motives? Notify the police and get ready to contact anyone suspicious after the stream. I'm going to call everyone to see who doesn't answer the phone. Okay, got it. Oh yeah, and how can I confirm the stream is actually live and not pre-recorded? You can interact with her in the live chat. She's answering comments right now. Let's give it a try. Okay. Wait, hang on. What's the murder weapon? Well, everyone is... Can't believe this. Everyone okay? Thanks for your support. Curry can't say much right now because everything's under investigation. But Curry saw everyone at the office before, so they're all okay. Yeah, so it's a mess of a situation, but I'm not going to dwell on it too much because Mayoshi would not want that. She wouldn't want us to dwell on the dream. No. You idiot! Why didn't you donate? Why do you spend money? You have to. That's like the basics of the basics. I'm trying to solve a case here. Do you not see how many comments are whizzing by? How do you even expect to see a comment like this? The more you donate, the more likely she'll answer your question. Seriously? Fine. At least it's not coming out of my pocket. Okay. Why would Kurumi be a suspect too? Actually, every employee at LILIEN is a suspect. Kurum's sure it's just part of their procedure. There's nothing to worry about, everyone. Is this a graduation announcement? It's not. Curry just wants to tell everyone what's happening. That's why Curry started this sneaky stream. Curry didn't actually get permission for this. Hee. I'm sorry, please keep us updated. We'll wait for you to return. Thank you. Even though this has been difficult for me, Curry will do her best to come back to her carriage as soon as she can. Please wait for me. Has your account been locked by the police? No, it hasn't. That said, Curry should be careful what she says. I can't super chat. That's why there hasn't been any info. Curry's so sorry to make her carriage worry. Will you still stream in the future? Of course I will. Curry can't wait to come back and play games with all of you. Please wait for me. Curry will return. Huh? What's going on? There's no subtitles. Oh, I need to actually donate. Let's send an Aka. Send an Aka dono. What's the murder weapon? Curry doesn't know. There's a suspicious knife found at the scene of the crime, but that's probably not the murder weapon. Oh? The prosecutor misusing public funds. Whoop. Is Curry just one person? Is Curry just one person? Yes. Curry's longtime carriers may know that Curry uses a vocoder. This is how other people might be able to impersonate me. But Curry is only one real face. That means only one person has been making friends with all this whole time, rest assured. Okay. Holy shit, we're just sending Aka Super after Aka Super. Who's the imposter? XYZ001, you're one of the authorities, aren't you? Are you the prosecutor? Ah, Curry might have said too much. Either way, Curry's already answered all your questions. Finally, Curry wants to remind all their carriers not to believe all the conspiracies and rumours that'll Only Curry's words are the truth, remember that. Anyhow, Curry will do her best to set things right and get back to stream as soon as possible. That's all for today's stream. Good night and carry on, everyone. Some of the text was missing there. I don't know if that's intentional or not. They're telling us to wrap this up as soon as possible? The last stream got a ton of attention from the media. It's even on the front page of a number of different publications. They're feeling the pressure up top, so they want us to finish up ASAP. We don't have enough evidence to make a conviction. How can we wrap it up? Maybe they can let me take matters into my own hand then. Stain our reputation? Yeah, could be. Could be. Well, you can't just ignore them. Mr. Truth, test results are out. This is a bad time. The vibe in here's a bit off. Don't worry about that. What test and what results? Right, this one's about the murder weapon. Okay. Prints on the knife are the same as we collected previously. Trace blood on the blade has been confirmed to be the victim's. Also, analysis of the wound shows the incision doesn't exactly match those that would normally come from a paring knife. I'm sorry, prosecutor. Let me get this straight. You said the paring knife shows traces of the victim's blood and the suspect's fingerprints, but the wound doesn't actually match up with the knife. Yeah, that's correct. Still, those test results do point to the paring knife being the most likely murder weapon as of right now. See, analysis of how a blade cuts something, it's like the fingerprints of a knife. You gotta go, Hades. Excuse me. No worries, you take care, alright? Sorry, I couldn't resist a ballistic markings joke. Plot is thickening. It's thickening like the bovril that I'm going to make. Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm fine. I've got a lozenge. Basically, what the doctor told me, and I've said this publicly, so I don't mind saying it again. What the doctor told me was I'd had an upper respiratory virus. That led to a chest infection because my immune system was compromised. And as I've been recovering from those, with my compromised ass immune system, I've then picked up the seasonal influenza, which is what's causing the chest spasms right now. So the infection's gone, the upper respiratory is 95% gone, and I've just got the fucking flu on top of it. Brilliant. Justin, you're not thinking, if our little mock trial before could push this case forward, then bring this to actual court might not be such a bad idea. Accused feature. How did you go contacting everyone after the surprise stream? Only 2 people answered the phone during the stream, Prudence Weeks and Misty Ryu. Both of them were at home during the stream. To confirm they were together, the police had them switch phones. So our 3 suspects claimed to be Karipa's real face didn't answer the phone. Great. How's the response online? Pretty lively, to say the least. Experts started doxing LILIEN employees and guessing who the killer was. LILIEN's good at protecting his employees' privacy, though, so I haven't seen anything convincing pop up online. Okay. Thanks, Emily. The thing you asked me to investigate before is done. I've updated it in the note, but there's lots, so check it yourself. Karipa's basic info, height, weight, and so on. You get the schedule? So is it right that some VTubers put their schedules up online for everyone to see? Oh, you know about that, huh? Not bad, Justin. Turns out posting your weekly schedule was started by a detective, and not everyone does that. Some people just stream whenever they feel like it. Does Karipa do that? Yeah, she posts her weekly schedule. Can you look into it for me, please? Yeah, I'll find some time. Wait, detective? Was that something Ame started? Really? I thought it predated. Can I get a confirmation check? Was that an Ame thing? Schedules? Because, like, I've just always done it. I've just always done it. If it was, then it's wrong. Yeah, I thought it was just a done thing. Predates it. Flesh tubers have done it. Ah, flesh. Okay. So, we have the accused feature. We can take someone to court, but I don't think we've got enough information yet. Right, we need to question these 3. She's the one we've indicted, so I'm pulling her in now. However, Faye didn't answer during the stream either. I am starting to suspect that Faye is Karipa. And not just because she looks like Mayoshi. You have the right to remain silent to an attorney and to submit any favourable evidence you think may assist in this case. Is all that clear? Haven't found the killer yet. You still think that Honor is Karipa? It's possible. It's possible. I think there's anecdotal evidence that suggests it very well could be her. I mean, one other thing is that if she doesn't want to be looted, then her kicking off makes the most sense. You know? Or could have been on that. Yeah. I think at this point we act under the assumption there are multiple Karipa. Karipe? Is that what we're gonna say? Is that the correct plural? It's the plural I'm gonna use going forwards, alright? So you threaten me and have nothing to show for it. Sorry about that, but we've actually had a major breakthrough regarding whoever's faking being Karipa's real face. I just want to know how long Kuri's stream ban will last. Strictly speaking, we haven't banned you all from streaming. But there was a murder, so it'd be advisable to stop temporarily. Oh man, I want to stream so bad right now. Huh? I get crazy if I go for too long without being Kuri. Can you please let me go stream now? We'll see how you all cooperate. See now... You see... Misty refuses to say who the face is. She will not divulge that information. She's just kind of put on a bit of a show about it. So, I'm not convinced. I'll do the most cooperative cooperation of all time. Answer whatever questions you got. Great. So what's the point of that surprise stream? I didn't start that stream. It was a fake. You can't trust anything said on there. Oh. You know all of us have access to Kuri's account. Starting a stream during a case like this, trying to throw you off course, even spout nonsense like she's going to graduate. You should lock them up and throw away the key. A lot of people attribute things to EM branch or communities. Yeah, I think that Mousy is probably the most famous VTuber at this point in time. Kizuna, like, she definitely paved the way. She was the one most people heard of first, but I think Mousy's reach is so gargantuan at this point that, I mean, how the fuck Vexpo got her to headline at the very first, like, the very first convention, an untested convention, no one has any idea how it's going to go, and they managed to get Iron Mouse to be a headliner for it. How the fuck did Angelo do that? Like, how? I mean, mad props to the guy, but how the hell? The Gorillas are the most famous VTubers. I mean, I don't have any counter argument there. I did meet their keyboardist once at college, because he lived not very far from where I went to school. Who is that? I bet it's Sophie. She'll drum up fake news sometimes just to increase traffic. It's just like her to use a word like graduate to kick up some noise. So, where were you during the stream? I went out to eat and forgot to bring my phone. You guys tried to call me, right? I saw a missed call when I got back. I can tell you where I went to eat. I passed a convenience store on the way, probably on the cameras. Alright? Sophie's just so sketchy. I know she'll keep saying she's Kuri's real face that she did the stream. Probably something stupid like you can't trust family. But she's the real imposter. She just keeps insisting she's not because she needs an alibi. Did you see her vent? I don't know your other evidence points to, but as far as the surprise stream goes, it's Sophie all the way. Okay, I see. I'd like to ask you about viewer XYZ001. I just have to say, Sophie's very smart. 3 questions and she figured out your identity. The questions she asked in response were pretty sharp too. You really have to catch her. Got it. I'll take that into consideration. Alright. Flirt. Let me lick your tummy. Imagine. Excuse me. I think Prudence is trustworthy. What makes you say that? She's timid, has a good personality, and finishes her work on time. I can't imagine her lying or cheating, so I think she's trustworthy. Jail, the both of me. I mean, yeah. There are worse ways to die. Okay, anybody else? Sophie is definitely not trustworthy. She's obviously not Kuri's real face. How do you know? She always sends me work messages while I'm streaming. Streaming takes the utmost concentration. How am I supposed to respond to work messages while doing it? She hates Sophie, she really does. Can you show me some? Sure, let me find one. This should be good enough. Okay. So why would she be lying? Common point with Faye? Yeah, they don't, I mean, I wonder if it's just because, Sophie is obviously a bit of a hard ass, right? So she's lying for an alibi, I guess. Otherwise, she's good with a knife, takes sleeping pills, and has no alibi. Tag her on a bad relationship with Mr. C, and she almost definitely did it. That's why she's lying. Okay. Let me ask you about Amanda Childs. What about her? Well, both Sophie Law and Amanda Childs are claimed to be Karipa's real face, but you only find Mr. Law suspicious? Sorry if this is too direct, but Amanda's just a little kid. I just realised something. You look at the hair clip. Look at the hair. Harch, Amanda. Even the name's a reference. Brilliant, brilliant. Mentally a kid, at least, so I don't really think she's being ultra calculated about any of this. If you want to get info out of anyone, Amanda's probably your best bet. So as for her potentially Curry's real face, well, she must have her reasons. Sounds like you trust her? Yeah, you see now, Erixia, you see. You see where my brain's going. Honestly, I was surprised. We're both Curry's parents, so I guess she was close to her. Either way, I don't think she's anything up her sleeve. Okay, got it, thanks. Now I'm going to flirt with you. Hey, baby. Let's take a little break. Alright. It's a good brain. That's the first time someone's complimented my brain for a while, thank you. I've actually been watching a lot of Kurumi streams lately. They're pretty interesting. I know, right? My daughter's the best. By daughter, don't you mean yourself? I thought we were taking a break. I usually refer to Kurumi as my daughter so no one figures out my real face. You said we're taking a break, so I went back to normal. Sorry, I guess I'm still in interview mode. By the way, you don't just work on Kuripa's model, right? Don't you have any other children? Kurumi was my first child I made myself. I worked together with Amanda in perfect harmony, so she means a lot to me. I made a lot more children afterwards, but they always had their problems. None were as perfect as Kuri. Oh, kind of problems. A lot. Sometimes the artists didn't understand physics or had no idea what they're doing with the clothing design. They just get messier and messier, and the artists never listen. It really pisses me off when that happened. Who is Honor based on? I'm not sure. I don't watch enough black-haired VTubers to work this one out. Who is she based on? I mean, she's got this ring around her neck on a chain. Ara, you're more knowledgeable than me. What's your take? Can you see any direct basis here? Sometimes I want to add some super weird functions to model they won't even use, like they don't even understand how streaming even works. Just a lot of annoying problems. VTubers are a pretty big part of your life, huh? Do you have any other hobbies? Nah, my life is modelling and streaming. Nothing else? Nothing. What about before VTubers? They've been around for a few years, right? When I was young, I was into cosplay. That's surprising. Back then, I was known as a god-level cosser. I was a little famous, I guess. Then my mum banned me from doing it, when she said it wasn't sustainable, so I studied digital modelling instead. She's pretty strict, huh? A little, but she was right. It's rare for anyone to turn cossing into a full career, so she was just looking out for me. You're trying to get something at me, aren't you? Am I? I thought we were just chatting. If you want to be my friend, then how about you just solve this case? Wow, you're pretty serious. Okay. It's me. Who else could it be? Well, there are other people who claim to be Kuripa's real face, so that's who. Do you have any proof? I know everything there is to know about Kuri. Species, virus, birthday, July the 1st, height, 150 centimeters, weight, 0.004 kilograms. We can verify this. Okay. Hang on. So this is a joke in and of itself. She is the Kuripa virus, and you get all those accounts on Twitter who are like the X virus or whatever. You typed an inappropriate joke on a VTuber stream and got banned. That was a bad idea. Who she's coupled up with is her agent Wild Goose, whose real identity is Sophia Law. Okay. Yeah, the Toa virus. Favorite things are... Let me just interrupt you for a second. All these things are public information, right? Or at least things everyone in your company would know. How can any of that be considered proof? Well, your entire question is ridiculous. How am I supposed to prove that I'm myself? Real people can give fingerprints to an ID, but Kuri is virtual. So you think you can either make a decision based on your conversations with us, or you convince Misty Ryu to reveal our company's secrets? Here's a question, chat. Here's a question. Let's say that a VTuber incrementally replaces parts of their model, right? A VTuber incrementally replaces parts of their model until none of the original Live2D remains and it's just a brand new 2.0 model. Is that the same model? Is that the VTuber of Theseus? My head hurts. Yeah, you got me, Erixia. What is this, Philosophy 101? Fine, let me change the question. Can you tell me what streaming means to you? It means love. That's a bit vague. Can you be a bit more concrete? If you have to explain magic, it's not magic anymore, is it? You get it right, prosecutor. I'm not here to see a magic trick. I'm here to investigate and merge, so please be more specific. Streaming represents our longing and fancy for the virtual world. Oh? It displays two sides of the same coin. Longing for the virtual world. What? You mean like Angiwomon and Lady Devimon? I get that, actually. I want both of them to step on me. Well, moving on. One is my own longing, one is the audience's. The commonality is that we're all dissatisfied with the real world. By embodying a virtual avatar, the audience can project that longing onto me. That's my explanation. So what are you longing for? I wish I were cuter. What? Got something to say? No, nothing? My looks, my voice, my height, none of it is what you consider cute. Ah, I disagree. So I take the form of Kuri to fulfill those fantasies. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Okay. Let me ask one more question then. Does streaming get in the way of your modelling work? No, if I don't finish that, I'll put in overtime. With love, nothing is insurmountable. What a model employee. Alright then, thank you. So she's very passionate about her job. Karipa has said she dislikes girl roommates leaving clothes around. She's dating her agent, Sophie. Yeah. Okay. I think we've got enough time to interview Sophie. Because I'm on a bit of a timer today. In fact, let me just... I just need to ping wife a quick message, alright? Give me a second. Hold on. Give me a moment, chat. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I just had to let her know what we're going to be doing with that. We normally watch a TV show at 8, which is in 10 minutes, so it's just to let her know that I'll be... we'll interview Sophie, and that'll wrap us up for tonight. And then we can like come back to this in the next stream of it. So let's summon her in. Coming here always makes me so nervous. And this your first time here? I just mean, I don't like feeling interrogated. I feel like I'll say the wrong thing and my heart starts beating really fast. The only wrong thing you can say is a lie. I remember the prosecutor's office having a really nice comfy room. Can we switch to that room, Mr. Truth? That room is for very special cases only, and unfortunately this one doesn't fit the bill. But I can be nice as long as you're cooperative. Hey, I'm always cooperative. Especially in bed. Can you take this seriously, Mr. Law? This is a murder case, remember? Oh, I've been reprimanded. Sorry. Then let's get started. Okay. You do like sleeping. I too like sleeping. I get the feeling that she might require a gaveling from the judge. Okay. Tell me about the surprise stream. You're a tough interrogator, you know that. You know my job was originally streaming, right? Aren't you concerned with confidentiality? Maybe I changed my mind. I don't see this investigation having much of a negative impact on Curry's image. If we need to stop streaming for a while, we have to announce a reason. And important announcements always get the most views. In the long run, the positives outweigh the negatives. That's why I'm a streamer. Does that answer your question, Justin Truth? This is a murder case. Can you please not be thinking about business? Did she say she was the one who did the last stream? She hasn't yet. Oh, come on, I'm helping you, aren't I? After that surprise stream, the other two let their guard down. Okay, so now she's saying that she is. Proves they're not Karipa's real face, right? Keeping quiet? Seems like those two are more calculating than I thought. Mr. Law, what are you hiding? You want to know? Call me Sophie, then I'll tell you. Okay, Sophie. Tell me, Sophie. Ooh. I've never been more attracted to you, Justin Truth. Stop looking at me with those deep, lustful eyes. It's making me shy. Listen, I want to catch the killer too. My boss has been killed and someone's pretending to be me for an alibi. You think I'll just roll over? So I'll use my own tactics to suss them out if I have to. Yeah, she seems to be getting sussy with that. So fussy. In your head, the Kurumi streaming the night of the murder wasn't the one streaming the announcement. Very possibly. Very, very possibly. We're going to have to work that one out. She wouldn't be the one with an alibi. There's something weird going on with all this. And I am... Oh, there's my dice bag. It's over there. Well, you don't trust us? Relationships aren't instantaneous, you know. Things take a little while to really heat up. So why don't you prove to me that you're trustworthy, just in truth? I want to ask about viewer XYZ001. What a cute question. It was you, wasn't it? I don't know what you're talking about. Sure. When he asked about the murder weapon, you said, I don't know, there was a suspicious knife at the scene of the crime. I don't think that was a murder weapon. Because I use that paring knife the most. If that's the murder weapon, wouldn't I be the most suspicious? Your network? Uh-oh. A viewer asked who's the imposter, and you replied, I already answered that. What do you mean by that? Do you remember who I said were the most suspicious during my statement? Your family. Right, my mum and dad. That being Amanda and Anna. They're the fakers. Okay, got it. Right. Tell me about co-workers. Amanda and Honey, of course. How could they be Kurup's real face? They're so suspicious. Can you prove it's not them? Sure, I actually came prepared for that. On April the 1st, Kurumi was supposed to stream a sponsored mobile game, but there was an issue with the stream. Oh? Our client mixed up our info with an adult streamer's, so we were told to use sexual innuendos to introduce the game. That's quite the mix-up. I checked with them 3 times and told them we don't do adult streams, but they still messed up and we didn't catch their mistake until the day of the stream. So I was pissed, obviously, and argued with our client for ages. Sounds rough. But how does that prove Amanda or Honor aren't Karipa's real face? Because I'm the only one who knows about the client's mess-up. I mean, I've complained with everyone before about how tiring that stream was, but they don't know it because I actually had to do the stream. Okay. But even if you weren't Karipa, it still makes sense for you to know about that mix-up, since you're her agent. Yeah, exactly, Ara. Oh, you're very particular. Let me put it this way. If I can prove the other 2 aren't her real face, then doesn't that mean I am? I'll think about it, thank you. Okay. Oh dear. Lozenge is back in. I'm good. Let's flirt. Immediately. The rest? Would that rest be individually or together? Together? Huh? Secretary Close didn't try and stop us. Is this a trap? No, I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Let's not. By the way, don't you have a boyfriend? What would he think about you seducing other men? I think seducing is a bit much. I always like flirting. Same difference. You typed something about Hangman in someone else's stream got banned. Yeah, try not to get banned in people's streams. I don't know how people manage that. I've never done it before. But yeah, it's something I think to be avoided. It's not the same. Seduction is with intention. Flirting is for fun. Life's really hard enough. Shouldn't we have fun with each other while we can? Seems like your boyfriend's pretty open-minded then. You've been banned once. It was friendly fire. Wasn't me, was it? It wasn't me that did that, was it? No, I don't think it was. What do you think I am, Mr. Truth? Do you not like women as outgoing as I am? I like you know your own strengths. Thank you. You know, if you're a bit more direct, I might actually fall for you. Are we all rested up then? Interesting. Tell me about the knife. I want to follow up on some of the things you said. What kind of things? Well, last time you said you were the only one that uses the paring knife. That's what I thought, but it seems Honey uses it sometimes too. I've also heard that others have used it. Another streamer, the mod, tried to ban someone you posted at the wrong moment. Oof. Ouch. Oh, that's unlucky. That's unlucky. Do you know what it was? No idea. Would you like to tell me? I've heard you occasionally tell Prudence Weeks to cut fruit for you. Oh, you've heard. Can you explain? There's not much to explain. Just our office culture, and I don't think that's something you really need to know about. Your office culture? Meaning telling the newbies to cut fruit. That's what you call culture? Maybe custom's a better word. I didn't mention it in case it muddied up your investigation. Actually, not telling us was worse. Sorry, I had good intentions, I swear. I'll do better next time. Great, thanks. Now we ask the final question. Okay. So, real face, it's me. Those two are the fakers. Why would they lie? For an alibi, I guess. The murder and stream overlap, so it's the perfect alibi. Plus, Curry's real face is a secret, so they could use that to their advantage. But can you prove that you're not her real face? I can give you all Curry's info, her business deals, stream contents, interaction with regular fans, etc. Isn't this information public? Yeah. Then I'm afraid it doesn't count as proof. You know what? Streamer interactions with regulars is always something I love to see. Like, I normally don't pay much attention to specific interactions with myself because, you know, I don't really have a bit, but, like, my friend Paved, he goes into Ellie streams. He is the pun lord. He is the pun lord. And I remember when he went into the meet and greet with her at Vexpo, like, when she saw who... When she realised who he was, she's like, oh my god, you're going to hit me with the puns now, aren't you? And it's like, when streamers, like, know their regulars like that, that's neat. I like that. Yeah. When you're a known and trusted quantity in the community. Would there be any private information the real Kurumi would know and not the imposters? That's what we're going to have to work out, I think. Is there anything else you could use? I don't know what you want me to do. Let me ask a different question. What does this streaming job mean to you? It's just work. Expand upon that a bit, please? When I started this company, it was just a virtual idol. Only after Curry started to grow did I talk to Mr. C and start working as a manager too. So streaming as Kurumi is just part of the job. You could say that, but don't get me wrong. I enjoy being Kurumi, especially the safe distance I can keep from fans. I have enough interpersonal relationships to deal with at the office. If I actually had to interact with fans on any real level, it would be way too much for me. But your people skills are pretty good, right? Is that the vibe I give you? I think I'm more stressed out than you think I am. Oh, sorry. Last question. Does streaming conflict with your management work at all? Not really. Sometimes it helps. How? I can tell clients I have to check with Kurumi who is actually me, so I can just procrastinate for a bit. Streaming itself can be pretty stressful, but the good outweighs the bad. Okay, thank you. That gave me some pretty useful information. Okay, right, we head back. No crises? Oh, the thing he asked me to investigate before it's done. Update it, no, but there's lots to check it yourself. The weekly schedule? Can you not always say the same thing? What? If you have a problem with it, then do it yourself. Sorry, Emily, my fault. Okay, I'm gonna check that, and then we'll wrap up for the evening because I need to go spend some time with wife soon. Where is it? Karipa's weekly schedule. Okay. Slow Strike Cyclone. Date with Colour. Barbed head. Incredible. Date with Colour. The date got cancelled, QQ. Station number 4, free tour. Okay. Okay. Right. That's fucking sent me that as. Incredible. Alright, okay. Let me save, and then we're going to wrap up for the evening, alright? I need to go rest my voice as well, so. Oh. It's the first time this model's been here. Oh, hello. Interesting, interesting. Okay. Right, let's drop out. There we go. I'm having so much fun with this game. I'm so grateful that the devs trusted me enough to give me a copy of this. Steam's allowing me to put a review down, so I'm gonna have to like do that in a bit as well. Because, well, I say have to in the sense that like it is something that I've been meaning to do, and now I've got the opportunity, so I need to remind myself to actually make sure I follow through on that because they've put something really neat together here, and I love like the fact you can tell they're in this circle. They're also in the Ace Attorney circle, and you know it's just so much fun. I'm having an absolute blast with this game. So tomorrow we're doing the Alicorn DLC. All 3 missions. I do have them. I've made sure that they're loaded into Ace Combat. We're doing that from 5 in the afternoon. And then next week, as long as my lungs are not spasming constantly, we'll be back to Ace Attorney on Friday. So the Real Face is probably going to be a Tuesday slot game. I am also going to make some tweaks to the model as well in the meantime. So like, this has been the test run, and it's been mostly good. There's a few things I need to update. Yeah, I don't. I'll be honest with you, but that guy was cringe, so I'm not too bothered about like YouTube. YouTube doesn't send me videos for that sort of stuff. Excuse me. I'm going to make some tweaks to the model tomorrow, and then yeah, like I said, we're live at 5. Next week, I'm going to work out a schedule. The only thing I've definitely got in is this. We're playing Metroid Harvest on Mondays, the ROM hack. And then I need to work out the rest of the week from there. But I will work on that tonight. I'll put some plans in place. And, yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to go watch the trailers with my wife. So, you guys have a good rest of your day. If you want something to go and watch, let me just see. Dr. Nova is doing Ring Fit Adventure. Oh boy, that's going to be fun. Let me drop a link to her stream next. I can't really redirect on through, but go watch a very scary Portuguese woman play Ring Fit Adventure if you so wish. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow, right? Until then, have a good one.